Why is cheating more rampant among African men? Now, cheating is a human problem. People cheat from all walks of life, people from all over the world, both men and women. But cheating among African men is actually endemic. In my inbox, almost 50% of all counseling cases I receive are from women complaining that their African husbands are cheating on them. But let's face it, statistics is stronger and more reliable than my personal observation. General Social Survey 2017 indicates that in the US, the rate of cheating in marriage among black men is highest at 28%, compared with 20% among white men and 16% among Hispanic men. And generally speaking, men cheat more than women according to that study, 20% of men cheat and 13% of women cheat. And when it comes to both a couple, that is a black man and a black woman, cheating among the blacks is 22%, among the whites, both men and women, white, 16%, both of them Hispanic, 13%. I know sometimes some of us like fighting studies whose findings disagree with our personal perceptions. But what I suggest today, rather than fighting studies, rather than fighting the data, it is far better, far wiser to close examine ourselves. I ask myself, why do African men cheat much more than the average person? My personal counseling experience reveals that cheating among African men is more rampant than the average person simply because African women tolerate cheating in their marriage much more than other people. And the question then is, why do African women tolerate cheating more in their marriages? There could be many reasons. Let me just share three reasons why many African women tolerate cheating in their marriages. Number one, money. Number one is money. Black women have been disenfranchised financially, and there's a historical underpinning to it. In a lot of African families, if you go back to history, they never took their girls to school, but they took the boys. So boys had a head start in life. Secondly, and especially in Black Africa, in the African continent, you find that land and property is in the name of the man. So if you go to the villages up country in Black Africa, you find that the woman is the one tilling the land and working hard and bringing the money, surrendering all her income to the man because the land owner is the man. So, and that's why you find prostitution is more prevalent among African communities and the impoverished Asian communities. Even domestic violence. You'll find a woman who is going through physical, emotional, verbal, sexual abuse, financial abuse, people who are manipulated, but they stay mum in their marriages because they don't know where to go. Empowered women don't condone abuse. Empowered women don't condone cheating in their marriages. So lady, empower yourself financially. Don't wait and don't expect anyone to empower you financially. Number two, the second reason why many African women tolerate cheating in their marriages is culture. Male cheating among African families has been accepted and tolerated. It has been accepted as a way of life, but they can't condone a woman cheating. But they have accepted that a man can go here and there. It is acceptable amongst Africans, male cheating in many African cultures. It has become the new polygamy. It has become the new arrangement. You find so many men with mistresses as a way of life. Number three, society. There is a societal judgment when a woman walks out on her husband. So many women are even told by their parents to persevere, to build her family. I'm asking you, lady, why should you persevere through what you should enjoy? Why should you survive through marriage? Why should you survive that which is supposed to be enjoyable? For who? For what? Why? Why stay in marriage for your children? Why stay in marriage for your mother? Why stay in marriage for the society? Marriage is meant for you and your husband. If you are not getting what you expected in marriage, why stay in it? For who? For what? For why? That's the question I ask women. Because the essence of marriage is not children. Children are part of the family. They're not part of the marriage. Marriage is primarily for you, for companionship, for intimacy. Children are fringe benefits. With or without children, marriage is complete. So if you're not enjoying marriage, what is the reason you're staying there? Why endure through that which you should enjoy? So lady, if I have to tell you 3 things, number 1, demand respect in that marriage. You've got to demand to be respected. There are so many men who think women are inferior partners in marriage. This chauvinistic culture must end with you. Demand respect. Number 2, empower yourself financially. Go to school, do a business. Have some bargaining power on the table. And number 3, take your daughter to school. Don't compromise your daughter being empowered. We've got to break this cycle of unempowered women. You know, I believe strongly in marriage. I have taught marriage than any other subject. You know it. If you follow me on social media, you know I'm a firm believer in marriage. I honestly believe God hates divorce. In fact, the Bible teaches if you quarrel with your husband or your wife, if there is disagreement as a couple, you should look for any way possible to reconcile. 1 Corinthians 7, 10 to 11. You should not separate because you had a disagreement or a conflict. You should do anything humanly possible to reconcile. I actually did a book on the 3 secrets of marriage. Marriage works. The 3 secrets of my marriage. Marriage works. And I even have an online course on the same. I have an online course in Udemy. Marriage works. The 3 secrets of my marriage. Do anything humanly possible to ensure your marriage works. But actually, the Bible that explains why God hates divorce gives 5 grounds for divorce. If you have time, look for my video dubbed 5 Reasons for Divorce. Look for my video dubbed 5 Reasons for Divorce. I'm talking of biblical grounds for divorce. I don't want to discuss that. You can listen in that video. But in a nutshell, number 1, adultery. Matthew 5:32 says you can actually divorce on account of adultery. Number 2, abuse. Jesus talked about hardness of heart. Matthew 19:8. Jesus said one reason Moses gave a certificate of divorce is hardness of heart. Women were dying out of domestic violence, and Moses had to give a certificate of divorce. Number 3 is actually a man who refuses to provide. I'm not saying the one who is a neighbor or the one who can't, but the one who refuses to provide. 1 Timothy 5:8, if anyone refuses to provide to his own family, is worse than an unbeliever, worse than an infidel. Number 4, sexlessness. Actually, sexlessness in marriage is infidelity. It's equivalent to infidelity. And the Bible explains in 1 Corinthians 7:3 and 4, sex in marriage is a duty. You don't have a choice. If your partner refuses you sex, you have a legal reason by law of land and biblical reason to leave them. It's a duty for them to surrender their bodies to you, for you to enjoy intimacy in marriage. No sex, no marriage, period. Unless on health ground, a man is unable to perform or a woman is unable to perform on health grounds, and this is after you got married. They didn't dupe you into marriage. They didn't cheat you into marriage. They didn't know their condition. And this happened when you were already married. But if they knew about it before you got married, you have every reason to leave them. But if they got sick later on, don't leave them. I mean, part of your vows were in sickness and in health, in good times, in bad times, for good, for bad. I mean, you've got to stay with them through the sunshine and through the rains, through the stormy seasons and through the good seasons. But if they have deliberately refused to support your sexual needs, they are manipulating you sexually, you have a reason to leave them. And number 5, occultism. What's that? Satanism. Someone being involved in witchcraft or in Freemasonry activities. Any dark secret society that is into devil worship, you have every reason to leave them. And if you want to know more about that, go to my video dubbed 5 Reasons for Divorce. Anyway, my point is this. Man, you don't have to cheat on your wife. Lady, you don't have to cheat on your husband. The person who cheats with you they don't love you. That guy who cheats with you, she doesn't love you. That guy who cheats with you, he doesn't love you. Lady, come back to your senses. Anyone who sleeps with you and they know you're married, they despise you, they despise your partner, they despise your marriage, they hate you, they lust after you. Be transparent with your partner. Share passwords. Affair-proof your marriage. Be transparent, money matters. Be accountable with each other. Every single coin you earn to affair-proof your marriage. Disclose your passwords and disclose where you are at any given moment. Let your husband, let your wife know where you are, with who, doing what. What makes us to walk straight, the narrow and the straight, is being accountable, being transparent. Money matters. Time, where we are, with who, doing what, and disclosing our passwords. Anyone can potentially cheat. We have to come up with ways to affair-proof our marriage, to build walls through which the enemy cannot break into our marriage. You don't have to cheat. Cheating is a choice. You can purpose. You don't want to cheat and be open with your wife. Start seeing the qualities you saw before you got married and be honest with your husband. Start seeing the qualities you saw in him long before you got married. I'm not sure whether this video blessed you. If this video blessed you, give me a comment. Share it with your friends. Like it and give me a comment. And remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and to ring the bell to get notified whenever I upload new videos. I upload new videos every week. You don't want to miss on my latest videos. Subscribe and ring the bell. You will be notified when I upload new videos. Thank you very much. I wish you the very best in your marriage. God bless you. Shalom.